to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for Portsmouth versus Arsenal, which is the fifth round of the FA Cup, which is going to be played at Fratton Park. The game will be played at 7:45 PM UK time. The live coverage will be on BT Sport 1. Now, guys, what do we know about Portsmouth? Now, for those of you that do not know, Portsmouth are a League One side. They, at the moment on their table, they are currently sitting third, only 5 points behind the league leaders Coventry. Portsmouth, they've been in the Premier League before. 2009, I believe their last appearance was. And but it would be nice to see them back in the Premier League. Would be so nice to see them back. If they win this League One, they'll go into the Championship League. So that's one league closer to the Premier League. Now, in their last 5 matches, Portsmouth, they have won 3 matches and only lost 2. Now, that's not too bad at the results that they've been getting recently. Portsmouth in the FA Cup, they are the last non-Premier League and Championship side in this competition. So they'll be looking to prove a point to the others, saying, you know what, we may be the last ones, but we are willing to go all the way. Portsmouth have been in the FA Cup before. They have been champions of the FA Cup. They won the FA Cup back in 2008, and that was when Harry Redknapp was managing the side. And that's quite some time. In this game, even though that Portsmouth are going to be the hosts to Arsenal, and they are going to be at Fratton Park, probably people will look at them and think that they are going to be the underdogs in this game in terms of the quality of the players and whatnot. Now, in the 4th round of the FA Cup, Portsmouth managed to beat Barnsley 4-2 at home. So that was quite a comfortable night for them, and they will be looking to progress to the quarter-final stages if they can get past Arsenal. Now, the last time Portsmouth and Arsenal actually met was on the 30th of December 2009. Portsmouth lost at home 4-1, and Arsenal managed to come away with 3 points and with a 4-1 victory. Now, what do we know about Arsenal? Well, Arsenal will be looking to bounce back after their disappointing Europa League exit from Thursday night, losing to Olympiacos in the second leg at the Emirates. In terms of, the game itself, we're not going to forget about it, because in terms of the position where we are in the Premier League, the Europa League was the only option for us to qualify for Champions League next season. But what I will say to this is that if Arsenal end up 8th by the end of the season, I don't want to win the FA Cup, because I believe that if we come out of European football for that whole year, it will benefit the team, it will benefit the players, because we haven't got the players to play 2-3 games a week. We just haven't got the players to do it. I mean, we're not the likes of Liverpool or the likes of Man City. They've got the players to do it. We haven't. We haven't got the energy. We haven't got the legs to do it. So I think that for us to come out of European football for a whole season, will it be so bad? Because at least our players will be fully fit. At least they'll be playing every week, not like 2-3 nights a week. So that's what I think. I'm only looking at the benefit of the team. But if Arsenal get that qualification for Champions League football, and we get that Champions League spot via the Premier League, then yeah, by all means, we'll go. I'll be happy and I'll be buzzing if we go and win the FA Cup. Now, in the 4th round of the FA Cup, Arsenal beat Bournemouth away from home, and we picked up a 2-1 win. We got the 2-0 lead, and it was courtesy of Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Martinelli. And then we let 1 goal slip in the last minutes of that game. It wasn't a comfortable night, but we still managed to, come away victory, and we've now progressed into the 5th round of the FA Cup. But I think for this game, I think what Mikel Arteta needs to do, I think we need to give the youngsters a chance and rotate the squad. Now, I know that Mikel Arteta will want to sort of put the Europa League game behind us and sort of get the players to believe again and think that, there is still a lot to play for. We still can qualify for Champions League by the Premier League. And obviously we still can get back in Europa League as well by, winning the FA Cup. So there's still something there to play for. But I think our main objective now has to be to qualify for Champions League via the Premier League with the last remaining games. And I think that we can do it. But I think in this game, I think that Mikel Arteta needs to rest a few players, because we noticed that during the Newcastle game, during the Everton game, there were some really tired legs out there. And I think that we need to rotate the squad. And I think that with Mikel Arteta leaving the team, keeping a consistent team for the past couple of games, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So I think that this is the point in time now where we need to give some of the first team players a rest and just bring some players in that haven't played yet and give them more game time. So guys, with that said, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup for this game. So starting off in goal, and I'm going to go with Martinez. He's supposed to be our Cups goalkeeper, and I would like to see him play. Bert Leno has done okay, but I just feel that, you know, we need to give him a rest and let him prepare for the weekend game against West Ham. So I'm going to go with Martinez. We're going to go to the back four. First off, at right back, I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I don't know what's happened to Maitland-Niles. I mean, I think that, you know, he was playing so well in the first couple of games under Mikel Arteta. And all of a sudden, since Bellerin's gone, you know, he hasn't really had that much of a look in. And to be honest, I would like to see him play in this game. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing at left back, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. The reason why I'm going with Saka is at the moment we've got no choice, you know, because we don't know the circumstances on C. Kolasinac at the minute. I think he is a serious arm injury at the moment. Kieran Tierney is going to be back. He's back in full training, and we don't know if he's going to be, you know, ready. And I think that this game might be a bit too soon for him. So maybe Saka's the only option that we've got. So I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. We're going to go to the centre halves. First off, I'm going to go with Pablo Mari. I would like to see Mari play because, you know, he's been playing for the under-23s. He got 45 minutes alongside Rob Holding at that time. And for what I saw of him, he doesn't look that bad of a player. And I think that we need to give him a chance in the first team. And I think this will be a good chance to play him. So I'm going to go with Pablo Mari. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. I think that Rob Holding would be a good chance to play in this game, get him some minutes underneath his belt. And since Mustafi and Socrates and David Luiz have been playing, he hasn't really had that much of a look in. So I am going to go with Rob Holding. We're going to move to the midfield pivot. First off, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I would like to see Lucas Torreira play because, you know, he hasn't had that much game time recently. And, you know, Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka have been playing well. And I think this will be a chance to let him get some, you know, a full 90 minutes underneath his belt. So I've got no problems in putting Lucas Torreira there. So I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with Matteo Guendouzi. I would like to see Guendouzi play in this game alongside Torreira because, like, Guendouzi, he hasn't really had much of a look in the first team. Like, if you want to believe the rumours that have been going on that he's had a bust up with Mikel Arteta and with the coaching staff, by all means, if that's true, then yes, he doesn't deserve to play because maybe his attitude is not right. But let's give him a run out and see what he can do. So I'm going to go with Matteo Guendouzi. We're going to go to the attacking area, the three that sit in front. First off, I'm going to go with Reiss Nelson. Now, Reiss Nelson is back in training and he's recovered from his injury. He hasn't played recently, and that's obviously the reason why. But I think this will be the right game to bring him in and to get some minutes underneath his belt. And that obviously gives Nicolas Pepe a rest. So I'm going to go with Reiss Nelson. Playing out on that left-hand side, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. I think Martinelli's been playing brilliant since he came on, since he's been playing for us. In the last couple of games, yeah, he's been a bit quiet recently. So I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. Playing in that number 10 role, I'm going to go with Joe Willock. I would like to see Joe Willock in that number 10 role. Gives us the energy in going forward. Only thing is that I have a concern with Joe Willock is that he needs to release the ball quicker. When he gets into that final third, release it quicker. And stop holding on to the ball for too long. But hopefully if he can get that right, get his end product right, then I think he'll be a quality player. So I'm going to go with Joe Willock. Playing up front as a leading striker, I'm going to go with Eddie Nketiah. I think Eddie Nketiah, you know, he got the goal against Everton as well. So I think that would be the right choice to go with. And I'm happy with having him. Obviously, we're going to have the likes of Aubameyang, Lacazette on the bench if necessary. So we're going to give him a good run. He's had some really good games recently. So I'm going to go with Eddie Nketiah. So guys, there you have it. That's been my preview. That has been my predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments box, as always, do you agree or do you disagree? What you would keep, what you change, and let me know of your predicted score. My predicted score for this game, I'm going to go with an Arsenal 2-1. Guys, if you're new to Arsenal TV, you know what to do. Make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Make sure you are smashing a like on this video, and make sure you are leaving your comments below. Guys, until my players' ratings after the game, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.